So maybe you've decided after watching our channel for some time that you'd love to call the Temecula Valley home, and now the question is, which neighborhood is for you? And that is exactly what this Neighborhood Spotlight series is all about. It's helping you identify the perfect neighborhood for you to move into. Today we're here at one of my favorites in Temecula, Paloma Del Sol. I can't wait to show it off to you guys. Let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about location. Where is Paloma Del Sol? I would call this pretty much smack dab right in the middle of Temecula. Now that doesn't count Temecula wine country, and so I would say this is right in the middle of like suburban Temecula. And so this is a gigantic circular community that is right in the middle of things, kind of wedged right in between Rancho California and Temecula Parkway. So you've got quick access to get to down south if you're a commuter that way, or if you head up north, that's totally fine as well. This puts you right in the middle of things. You're close to shopping and food and restaurants. I honestly don't know that you could pick a much better location in Temecula. Now let's start off with what are the pros of living here inside of Paloma Del Sol. I'm gonna say there's a lot. So there are some neighborhoods that you'll move into that have an HOA that don't come with a lot. This neighborhood has it all. You've got great amenities. You have 5 pools and spas located all throughout the neighborhood. So wherever you live, you're going to be super close to those amenities. Not to mention sports courts, acres of parks, tons of walking trails. I don't even know the distance, but it's gotta be miles and miles because they weave all in and out of this entire neighborhood. It is a very, very clean neighborhood, also because of the HOA. So a lot of pros here as far as the things you're getting for what you're actually going to be paying monthly for the HOA fee. Now let's move on to some cons, or some things actually just to be aware of when it comes to living here inside of Paloma Del Sol. First of all, I will say what I just said was a pro is your HOA. That can also be a con. You've got an extra cost. You've got somebody that's telling you what to do, what you can and can't do. You're gonna need to get approval for exterior changes to your property, so that can be a con to some people. Now, con number 2 would be that some of these homes, they're a little bit on the older side of things, pushing the 30-plus-year-old mark now at this point. They could need some updating. So you may find some homes that have been updated over the years. I'm not saying that's everything here in Paloma Del Sol. There are plenty of beautifully well done updated homes, but every once in a while you're gonna catch one of those that still looks like it was from the early 90s, and it's going to need some updating as far as kitchens and bathrooms and floors and windows and some of those pieces along the way. So keep that in mind as you're shopping. Don't just be turned off by one of those homes that needs some updates. Keep hope that there will be some that you will find that are already nice and updated. Now let's talk about price range. So as you know, we don't quote specific prices here on the channel because they are changing all the time. This is the real estate market. But homes right now, as of today, are in the 500s to high $700,000 range for Paloma Del Sol. Now, if you've been watching this video or it's been some time since we published it, go ahead and check in with us in the comments or pick up the phone, give us a call. We'll get you the most up-to-date and current pricing for exactly what the homes are when you inquire. Now let's talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts as far as what's going to go into your monthly payment when you live here. As you know from watching this channel, tax rate can vary greatly in the Temecula Valley, and that's something super important to keep an eye on. So the tax rate here is actually very low, pretty low for what you would see mostly in the Temecula Valley. It is at 1.2%, and that ranges usually here in the area from 1.1 up to like 2.2, so you can see that's almost on the absolute lowest possible side. So that's a pro for you. It's gonna be less in your monthly payment, and then we also have to factor in the HOA that I was talking about. You get a ton of amenities and all of that for just $117 a month, which is a huge, huge value because there are some HOAs that you're gonna pay that or more and get absolutely nothing for amenities. So I would say this is definitely one of the best bargain neighborhoods for what you're gonna get amenities versus cost. Now let's move on to schools. If you've got little ones that'll be coming to the neighborhood, you're probably curious about what those schools are and what the ratings look like. So we use greatschools.org as a grading system, which talks to you about school systems and how they're graded on a 1 out of 10. So the neighborhood here actually comes with some of the top schools in the area. You'll have Paloma Elementary, which is rated a 9 out of 10 on the greatschools.org chart. You're gonna have Temecula Middle School, which is rated an 8 out of 10 on the greatschools.org chart, and Temecula Valley High School, which is a 9 out of 10. So all 3 schools that your kids would attend here inside this neighborhood are 8 or better. So let's wrap this up with our overall take for what you get when you live here inside of Paloma Del Sol. I'm just going to say, again, the bang for your buck with your HOA payment and what you're actually going to get for amenities is absolutely amazing. You've got 5 pools and spas. You've got walking trails like this. There's just miles of them that walk all throughout this neighborhood. So much of nature and trees and things. And you've got an HOA crew that maintains all of this and keeps it looking absolutely beautiful for you. So it's a clean neighborhood. You get a ton of amenities. The proximity to things is great. You are so close to getting on the freeway from here. You've got proximity to stores, shops, restaurants. So location-wise, I can't complain about that either. And overall, the prices are like mid-range for Temecula. So you're not pushing up towards the $1 million mark at this point. So a really great bargain value for you here inside of Paloma Del Sol. If you enjoy the outdoors, if you enjoy walks, lots of greenery, scenery, you don't love the new tract home feel, which is just homes stacked on top of each other with barely any room or barely any grass, anything like that, this is gonna be the neighborhood that you definitely want to check out. So Paloma Del Sol, a great value, definite bang for your buck, and lots of amenities. So that is it for our neighborhood spotlight on Paloma Del Sol. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's content, do me a favor, hit that like button. Leave a comment below about any questions you have about moving to the Temecula Valley, about living here in Paloma Del Sol, about the prices, whatever it may be. Leave those comments below, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.